But I think at this point in time, people are saying, even with the Republicans, doing what they shouldn't have done and spending more than they should have spent. Yet, the difference that is there right now in what's going on in Washington is a magnitude of difference that we cannot suffer to continue. So, welcome. Come on, find a good seat. I know the back of that Harley's a great seat. And there's some food here as well. How's it going in the race? Well, first of all, let me tell you that we are 3 weeks out from the primary. And as it sits right now, if the election were held today, we win strongly. And I think it's because people are really moving towards someone that they know they can count on. Whether they like me or not, or, or whether they think I'm an old geezer or whatever, they do know that they can count on me to vote conservative. That has been my consistent record. I'm the only proven principal conservative in the race. None of the other candidates in the primary have ever held office, ever run for office, have ever voted, have a platform. That's not to say they shouldn't be allowed to run. There is no requirement that you have a record. However, a lot of people have told me as I've met them on the streets and door to door and at meetings like this that, you know, if in the economy we're living in right now, and the clear loss of freedoms we're experiencing, and the way that government has been taken over, and that we see that this country could go toward European socialism, when in the past we thought, it's a pipe dream. That wouldn't happen. We wouldn't let it happen. Now they see it's happening. Why take a chance on someone who isn't proven and tested? If we have someone who has been proven and tested and come out to be a true conservative and has a record of 18 years in elected office, 16 in the State House and 2 in Congress, that was consistent conservative, never voted for a tax increase, voted against the spending abuses that went on, offered legislation to deal with health care reform as well as energy issues and a number of other things. And so I think that's what's given us the punch. Right now we are leading. The most recent poll that was released shows us leading significantly over the primary opponents and leading over Mark Schauer by 10 points. And I hope to expand that during the course of the general. And I think when we go head to head and we talk about the issues, that he supported the health care takeover. I offered a proposal that was patient-centered that said, let's offer alternatives, let's offer competition, let's offer variety. And so why not? My bill said, why not have health savings accounts that are expanded so they're more useful, more flexible? Those of us that have health savings accounts, we know that that's our money. And it's an incentive to spend wisely. And for the medical care we determine with our provider of health care, our doctor, or medical professional, what is necessary for us. Why not allow small businesses to join together in association health plans so that they can have an economy of scale to be able to purchase health care for their employees, welcome, at a reduced cost and a greater variety if they determine that that's what they want to do. Why not allow that? Why should the unions say no to that simply to prove why the union is needed to fight for health care? When in fact, that's fine if they want to do it, but what about small businesses that aren't unionized that want to provide health care for their employees, but it's prohibited right now? Let them join together in a group. Why not allow purchase of health care across state lines? Expand the competitiveness as well as the variety. There are states that you can buy a variety of health care that's better than what you can buy here for certain conditions or age groups. The blues of North Carolina versus the blues of Michigan, there's differences in cost and premium costs. So that would be a help. My health care plan would have also put a cap on non-economic damages, trying to deal with tort reform and frivolous lawsuits. It's worked exceedingly well here in Michigan. Let's make it national and increase that ability to compete because of reduced cost. And then finally, why not give individuals the same tax break as we give businesses when they purchase health care for their employees? Why don't we give a pat on the back of an individual or a household and say, way to go, attaboy, attagirl, you did right. And here's a tax break incentive, which would say to a lot of young people who, well, frankly, when I was young, I felt probably the same way. I was invincible, and I'd rather get a new carburetor for my '57 Buick Special or something like that. as opposed to buying health care insurance. With this incentive, there's no incentive not to have at least a comprehensive plan, even for the youngest of our adult citizens. So those are ideas that I offered versus Mark Schauer, government's going to tell you what to do. We're going to require, we're going to ultimately, as I think most of us would acknowledge, have to ration because we can't provide all the government would require.